So, J.J. Abrams, the guy who directed this, which is probably one of the best Star Trek films ever, in my opinion anyway. My personal favorite in the entire franchise is The Wrath of Khan. Nothing can beat that movie. There we go, we got that. Awesome. So yeah, they may say, Darth, what's your view on this? What is my opinion on J.J. Abrams directing Star Wars Episode 7? This is a match made in heaven. Okay? J.J. Abrams saved Star Trek. After Nemesis, no one gave a shit about Star Trek afterwards. Okay? Because Nemesis basically buried Star Trek. Okay, Insurrection, okay, Generations, bam. First Contact brought out of the grave a little bit. Insurrection and Nemesis just buried that shit. So, J. Abrams came in, saved it. It's now getting a sequel and people are hyped as hell. So what do I think about this? Well, you're talking to a guy who owns the Blu-rays, the prequel trilogy on DVD, and the original trilogy in its unaltered form, as well as this is a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, no one liked that one. I think it's about time the Star Wars franchise has some new blood. Has someone who saw this movie in 1977 and it inspired them to make movies. Star Wars needed new blood, okay? After the original trilogy has gotten altered 3 freaking times in a matter of 13 freaking years, the prequels were a major disappointment, okay? I like them personally. I think they're entertaining. But for many people, including myself, they were a disappointment. Why? Because Lucas fucked up. The problem with I think the major problem was that it was a backstory. Okay? People already had their mind set for what the backstory was, and he kind of screwed up with the hints that were already given in the original trilogy. Now, Abrams, in a way, has a little bit of an easier task, okay? A little bit. There's still a lot of pressure. See, because it's a sequel, okay? Now, my view on what this could be, okay? You're going to have one option. It's going to take 30 years after Return of the Jedi. My view of the opening, okay? You have Luke's nephew training on Coruscant. He's very aggressive. He's a lot like Anakin when he was younger. You see him get into a fight with another young Jedi. You hear Luke come in and say, enough, this mighty loud voice. You see Luke take his cloak off, and bam, you see old Mark Hamill. Hopefully, Mark will get into shape so we can do some badass fighting. And, you know, the thing is with with the 2009 Star Trek film, that thing was intense. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There was so much shit going on. It was so intense. It was like, BAM! So, Star Wars is very intense. It was a very intense franchise. It never had a dull moment, in my opinion. It had slow moments, but that was to develop the characters. The very first Star Wars film was very fast-paced. It's like it's basically 2 hours long. You know, that's how long the original Star Wars movie is. So, see, I compared young George Lucas and J.J. Abrams where he is now. They're very similar. Okay, George Lucas, when he was younger, was a very fast-paced guy. You can tell. Actually, I'm not too sure on that. Because with THX 1138, that was a very slow movie. And that was a couple hours. But anyway, you want to see what my view on it is. Basically, I think that Abrams directing the new Star Wars movie is a positive sign. You know, this is going to give Star Wars back to where it was, back to its former glory, not as a moneymaker, but as a source of excellent storytelling. So, yeah, that's my views. Live long and prosper and have a nice day.